Okay, so today is when this Permadeath Gauntlet would go into overtime mode typically, because what all that means is that I've run out of the free rotation ones to play. I lost every single one that we had right in that. And so it's a little bit of a danger zone because it's been like over 2 months or something since I started this gauntlet, or at least, month and a half. It's like episode 7 or 8, something like that. But the point is that's a danger zone because now I don't want to play the base ones that I have, because when I run out of those, then the whole gauntlet's over. Right, but thankfully I didn't know this, right? I just started, so I just opened the game. But this update might mean that the rotation changes, but that means that between each update, it's at least 2 to 3 months, maybe more, because I started playing just at a random time, right? Like it must have been, when would it have been? Like maybe the middle of May or something. So it's been about 2 months, and so maybe the middle or end of May. So the point is, it could have been that it was going on for even longer before that. So they definitely don't change the rotation as often as I expect in some games, because the pace of this series is kind of slow. I only play once a week every Wednesday, and I only play like 2 games on average is what I've been doing. Not by any sort of intention or design. That's just like all the time I have to really do it. And so in my like sort of scuffed casual schedule that I have now. But the point is that that's almost suited to try to exploit the free rotation. And the reason why it does that is because if every week they change the rotation, then I would never run out of heroes, and I'd be able to go through every single one in the game or something. Or even if they change like every 2 to 3 weeks, like Paladins would sometimes do it every 2 weeks. But if it does like every 2 months with like a major update, this is actually perfect timing too, because this was exactly the time. Last episode I finished with the last two, like Ymir, the ice guy, I think. I finished with the last two, and I've lost like 4 or 5 games in a row or something like that, or at least I've lost the majority of the last several. So again, I'll take some responsibility. Obviously it's a double-edged sword with how this sort of format works. I take blame when I lose, but also I don't think it's entirely that simple, because obviously the team, it's weird that it's happening only in one direction, right? Like, why can't I have one game, even out of like 5, where I just play badly? Okay, because I don't know the hero, whatever, I'm just bad at the game. But even if that's true, one game you can go 0-0 and still, 0 kills, 0 deaths, and just watch, and just, you still get carried by your team or whatever, as long as you're not feeding or something. New update Summer Rewind. Medusa's Deathmatch, the fan favorite 3v3v3 adventure mode. Is that going to be like some sort of single player type thing? Team up and survive the shrinking sandstorm or conquer all in your path to claim victory. That makes it sound like it's adventure, like it's against AI, but maybe it's also against players. Returning items, some nostalgic items. So far I haven't purchased a single thing from the shop. I've just let it auto purchase, which clearly at this low unranked rating, right, against a bunch of random clowns, whether they're even bots or not. At the beginning, it was so easy that I almost felt like I was playing against bots, and I probably was. But now it couldn't be, because it's like too decisive. Again, not that they're good players, but it's very clear that, last 5 or 6 things in a row we've lost. In fact, I'll actually have to check my VOD really quick. Thankfully, I have it downloaded, so I don't have to open that. But I'll check whether I not even whether I lost the last game, but what game mode I was playing. And the reason why I have to do that is because of the simple fact that I don't know because I've been doing that too. Whenever I lose a game, I have to reset the thing. I have to change the hero to the next one. I can't play that god anymore. But also I have to change the game mode. So I've been going through those 3. There's like the 3v3, or there's like the 5v5 where it's like just an arena battle. Then there's the 3v3 where it's like 1 lane. And then there's the 5v5 where it's like the 3 lanes typical thing. So we lost in the 5v5 big open arena one, and I like those first 2 modes a lot more, so that gives me a special incentive to try not to lose. Not that I'm not trying to do that anyway, but yeah, generally my record has been pretty bad. But wait, I was playing as an alligator there, so what about, I thought the last guy was Ymir, like the frozen guy. Cross-gen skins, Aphrodite, Cupid, yeah, they're profiteering off of people's religions. Ancient Greek and other theology, like that's not right. They shouldn't be fucking doing that. They should get sued for that, or people get offended by it or something. Mr. Squish, like, really make one of Jesus Christ then, that's like, that would be some sort of caricature with all these silly skins, and see how people react to that. How come you can get away with with older school religions, right, that aren't taken as seriously broadly now? Baba Beans, like, what the fuck is this? And why did we have like Danny Phantom the one time? Was that a skin, or what was it? Like, who would be Danny Phantom? Is he a character in the game? Is he a god? Like, I came here expecting a ghost, and instead I found a god. Now I got fucked over again because, oh wow, I'm actually screwed. So the rotation just never changes unless maybe you have to like buy something to change the rotation. So even with that update that I was hoping, because I went into this expecting, okay, it's overtime, but then I saw the update as soon as I started. I'm thinking, oh, maybe now I don't have to worry about it, but now we do. I'll have to play as Bacchus. I don't get it. Oh no, I guess I didn't play as him. He's just somebody we have by default. It was actually Sobek, so I played as Kuzenbo and Sobek. Right, I think probably when we lost both of those. And so the previous one, we had done Hachiman, we had done Jingwei. So again, some of them, at least if the game is close, I can't say anything. I mean, even if it's not, it's still my fault. Like, if I played really well, that could always make the difference. But I always just like a freebie. If the first game is just really easy and simple, we can get a chance to at least try to learn the hero a little bit and then figure things out. So the rotation didn't change. So now I have to really figure something out. Because if you think about it, if I lose as all the rest of these, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then I could buy like maybe a total of 2 of them. No, maybe some are a little cheaper. I guess I was assuming they're all like 5,000, like some of the ones I've looked at. But I could buy like at most maybe 10 of them. But then that's really it. So I'm desperately relying on the fact of the rotation changing. So can I actually buy something with my gems that would enable me to do that is the question. Avatar, The Last Airbender. There were so many jokes to do with Avatar 2 and even now 3 with the Fire Clan. Like, you know, oh, they copied Avatar because now it's the Fire Clan and it's the Water Clan and, you know, all the elements. Even though we're talking about like James Cameron's Avatar, obviously. Legend of Korra. I don't know what that is. Is that like an Avatar spinoff or something? Deals. There must be some way that the rotation works that I just don't get because it's impossible that it would take this long. That is actually insane, isn't it? Smite. Yeah, just go play Smite 2. That'll change your fucking free rotation. But I very rarely play games right when they come out. I haven't even looked at this yet. That shows you right there. Chests rotate weekly. New chests are added to rotation regularly. Chests contain skins. Chests have skins, voice avatars. Each item has equal drop chance. You cannot roll any duplicate items from a chest. Unlocking an item unlocks the same item in all other chests. Some item treasure chests. Okay, I don't really care. The point is, what I want is something that'll change the overall rotation, but I don't think there's going to be such a thing there. Gifting. Other, it's not like super clear, and I hate to always look these things up. I really don't understand though. I'm not expecting that it should change like every week. I'm expecting that it should change like every month or every update, expansion, whatever. Maybe they've just given up even doing it. Like they'll just say this is the final rotation the game's ever gonna have because just go play Smite 2 instead. Like I wish it would tell me at least something about that within the game. Then I don't feel like. Let me see. Mastered, not mastered, purchasable. I mean, I could probably purchase any because I have 10k, but in fact, what do you do with these green gems? Can you buy it? Yeah, you can buy it with 200 of that. So even if they cost an average of like 1,000 for the cheapest ones, I could get roughly 10 of them and maybe like one more there, 10 or 11. The main point is I have to make these kind of last. So let's do the eulogy for Sobek. Right, we try to read the lore even though I already read it. Hunter, Guardian, Destroyer, Menace. The Crocodile, I guess apparently not in my hand though. The Crocodile God, so, and some of these have been pissing me off a little bit with like, the melee thing is not really my style, right? I'm like a pussy range mage type player, stay in the background, whatever. And so Hachiman was probably my favorite just from that angle. But it's not even that I dislike it. At the first, I started to like the novelty of it. Like, oh, I got Cleodana and I got the spider chick, Arachne and stuff. So it was cool as a novel intro, and I like how it works better in this game than it does in most. Like, better than League, where you just hold it down to auto attack sort of stuff. It's more hands-on. But I've had a few too many now in a row. Like, if we look at the rotation, right, that was a melee character, that was a melee character, that was a melee character. Was she even? No, she was range. I kind of forgot. She was like with a bow. You've had 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of like 7 have been all melee characters. So in like basically 7 episodes, I played as 7 characters, which is not very good. And I play like an average of only 2 games each time. So that's not very many. But then again, it's understandable because some of these can go on for a pretty long time. So it's not meant as like a super long session anyway. But yeah, we've had a few too many of the fucking whatever you call it, melee characters, right? Again, I don't even dislike them. I find them kind of novel. In fact, it's really cool in this kind of genre to have that. And even more so, I like it in Overwatch, not because whatever, it's just like unique, right? Reinhardt is hitting people with a mace, and it's like, but this is a first-person shooter. You don't expect that here, so it means a lot more in that context. Hunter, Guardian, Destroyer, Menace, the Crocodile God Sobek swims where the Nile takes him and owes allegiance to no one. Some say that Sobek was there. Oh, and the one thing that's triggered me is that the game doesn't have a custom cursor. I keep forgetting to try to add one. You know what I could do, now that I bring up the subject? I'm going to get all immersed and have to get a custom cursor just to fucking... By the time I start playing, it'll be past an hour. We could use the Infinity Gauntlet to show that's kind of godlike. Like something to do with Zeus or like a lightning bolt or some shit. Let me see if I can find one like that. Custom cursor. It's like this little add-on shit that I have. Either Zeus or just like a lightning bolt. There should be something like that. There is one, but then it has like a fucking... It has like a stupid ass thing. It has like an umbrella. Why are you showing me the VSCO girl? What is that even about? What the fuck is VSCO? I just want something. This one looks kind of cool, but it's kind of trippy too. Let me see. I'm just always a big fan of these. Like when I went to play Marvel Snap, I tried to do that. Let's see actually how this looks. People will probably hate it, but it's like a little lightning bolt to imply that we're playing as gods. You know, I'll actually do it because I don't even give a shit. Because when you're in the game, it doesn't matter, right? But you got to give it some sense of personality. So that would be like some sort of inverted lightning bolt to imply whatever, Zeus's power and godlike powers, whatever. Some say he was there when only the dark waters existed, so he helped create the world. Some say that Sobek made the Nile with his sweat and protects those that travel it if they pay him tribute, otherwise he destroys them. Some say that he helped to create the world, but he's fucking worried about, like he's like a highway bandit, you're trying to tell me. Pay him tribute, destroys them. Some say that Sobek ushers the worthy dead down the Nile to the afterlife and aids in the rebirth, restoring sight and strength. Some say he is evil and hateful, ravaging those along the shores and terrorizing villages. In truth, he is all of these things and none. Sobek is not a god of good or evil, or of benevolence or malice, but a god of solitary neutrality, chaotic neutral, unless disturbed, a god that tends to his mighty river and performs responsibilities to passing souls. The rest of the time, he does what he wishes for his protection to the living and the dead. He is to be worshipped and respected. For his power, ferocity, and ruthlessness, he is to be rightfully feared. Isn't that what Anubis or somebody is supposed to do, though? Like, usher the dead to their rightful place. Melee magical. But what kind of a weird combination is that? Guardian, high crowd control. And, like, even as far as roles, I do kind of like tanks, but... And some of them, they really take liberties. This isn't like a stupid, skin that, oh, he's the guy who's always burping in the games that I complain about or just notice. Which is a better meme? This guy burping in this game or you always farting and shitting in an arc, right? That's like, oh, both meme worthy. But no, like this looks like a skin that you would get as almost like a joke. But this is actually his base skin. He's all about indulgences and stuff like that. Roman Magical Guardian. So this is going to be unfortunate because I get my wish as far as magic, but I want somebody who's a ranged character. But again, that's fine. It is amazing how many of those we've had in a row. And now I'm just going in pure alphabetical order, but we definitely have to make these last. And I'm just hoping and praying for the rotation to change, but I don't know what I could do to change it. Or maybe it changes like when you get to a certain level. Like maybe it's something to do with your account more so than your actual... Yeah, it's like I've played as 7 heroes, right? Meaning I've lost at least 7 games. And so I haven't even got to rank 7 in that much time. And I haven't even gotten to like episode 10 of the series. So it's not really been too good so far for me. Eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow you may die. None adhere more vigorously to this creed than Bacchus, the Roman god of wine, lewd behavior, and madness. Let's just call it hedonism. After spending much of his formative years with his impressively intoxicated mentor Solanus, this is like a verbal photobomb. He's burping to interrupt my fucking ASMR reading of this. After spending much of his formative years with impressively intoxicated mentor Solanus, whom Bacchus loves like a father, the god of wine is now a wanderer and a teacher. Like, does wine really even need a god behind it, dude? He's journeyed all through Asia, through India, and finally back to Rome, spreading the mysteries of the vine, a ritual involving incredible amounts of wine to lower inhibitions, bring one from social constraints, oppression of gender, sexual taboos, and the stresses of life. Interesting. That'll solve the whole transgender movement and transphobia, right? Oh, just have a copious amount of wine and it'll end the oppression of gender. You heard it here first. And the stress of life, quite the successful ritual, if there ever was one. Much of this ritual seems to have come from Solanus, who is widely known to have a vast secret knowledge and the ability to predict the future, though only while completely drunk. The king Midas, who, covetous of this knowledge, captured Solanus, endeavoring to extract it by providing the scholar the finest food, drink, and entertainment he could muster. Bacchus finally tracked down his mentor in the court of Midas and discovered him well fed and cared for. Quickly, Midas lied, claiming Solanus had been lost and the king had taken him in. Seeing through the ruse, Bacchus offered the monarch a boon. Midas asked that anything he touched would be turned to gold. Without hesitation, Bacchus granted this. He tested his new gift but isn't this like a negative characterization for a god too? Like, oh, he can't control his own urges or whatever, right? Like his base instinct. Most gods would be the opposite. This guy's more like a devil. Like he's trying to tempt you to hedonistic acts and stuff. Finally tracked down his mentor, gave him a boon, anything touched turned to gold. That's why they call it the Midas touch. Without hesitation, Bacchus granted this. He tested his new gift on a twig and stone and found they completely turned to gold. Then he accidentally touches himself and turns himself to gold, like that girl who's found dead on the bed in Goldfinger, who somehow turned to gold. Elated, Midas called a feast, but found his food turned to gold in his hands. Just wear gloves or just have somebody else feed you. And his daughter solidified at his touch. Starving and crazed, Midas begged Bacchus to remove the gift. He acquiesced, allowing the greedy king to wash his hands in the Pactolus River. As the golden touch left his hands, the river sands transformed into glittering gold. Of course, the product of continuous overindulgence in alcohol and deviant behavior, Bacchus could simply be insane. But that's heresy. You can't say that about a god. Ability. I like how this really does trivialize that, though. We need to profiteer and exploit people's religious beliefs and even of the past, and just completely shit all over them and make all these skins that would clown them. Like, if you apply this in the wrong context or to the wrong god, it could totally create a whole shitstorm for people. But I guess they somehow get away with it here, because I was even surprised by that. Even though I briefly had played this game in the past, I didn't realize that they were just named what they actually are. I thought they would like take an extrapolation on it, like, oh, this is the god of spiders based on on Arachne that's called something else, or like instead of Zeus, they'll just change the name or add a little thing to it. So he could be based on Zeus, but it actually just is Zeus. Obviously, it's their own interpretation of it and all that too. Drunkometer. Bacchus loves to drink, and Bacchus drinks from his jug. He becomes intoxicated, gaining buffs when he gets tipsy and smashed, which he probably burps to announce that. He also celebrates when he kills an enemy god, giving 10% on his meter. Tipsy, gain 10% magical power, 5% damage mitigation, gain 30 power, 10% mitigation. You are a tank, ultimately, which almost doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but he's beating you with his meat, I guess you could say, haha. Bacchus takes a drink from his jug, healing him and giving him additional buff. Okay, this is at least good, because I've been very wanting for heals. And again, maybe it's the sort of thing that, when players are better, they'll end up getting to that point where they start healing you and stuff, but I haven't trusted it so far, and maybe rightfully so. And I played like very passively, like maybe there's times where I could get kills and I don't go for them and, blah, blah, blah. So everything's my fault, but I would rather do that than feed, but then I guess I haven't really done that at the beginning, but then as it goes on, I sort of just give up, and some of these teams I've been on have gotten completely dominated, so it's hard to, I don't want to see that. Takes a drink from his jug, and healing him and giving him additional buffs. Drunkometer 40%, protections, magical power, duration 6 seconds, cooldown's only 20 seconds. So the whole trick with these games is always to, whether it be Overwatch or Team Fortress, just use your abilities whenever they're up, just all the time, even if it's not the optimal time, because you shouldn't have to worry about it. But slow duration, cooldown's only 15 seconds. Bacchus jumps into the air, not so gracefully, comes slamming down to the ground belly first, knocking all enemies in the air, dealing damage. If he's tipsy, all enemies are also slowed if they land. Belch of the Gods, or like to really RP and get in on this, you would have to, you could do a drunk stream while playing as this dude too. Belch of the, I'll do it next time to celebrate if I go on a massive 2-game win streak, which is better than fucking what I normally do. Bacchus lets out obnoxiously loud belch. Oh, here we go, dude. What is the cooldown? Wait, it doesn't. Oh, here we go. 1430. Okay, it's a variable cooldown. Yeah, and he gives you an example of that too. Oh, he does it again. Why? Just because I'm looking at this, but he was doing it the whole time anyway. Do it again. That's like when you're trying to look at a card in PvZ Heroes and it keeps playing the sound over and over. Like, I'm just trying to read the card, dude. You can play it once just to give me an example. Obnoxiously loud belch, doing damage every 0.5 seconds. He's timing it whenever I start talking. 0.5 seconds for 2 seconds, reducing enemy healing. Lane minions take a small amount of damage, extra damage. If he is tipsy, enemies are stunned for 1 second. Bacchus is immune to... Stop doing that, dude. Immune to knockback. Okay, the point is... Obnoxiously loud bell. Okay, doing 0.5... Doing damage at every 0.5 for 2 seconds and reducing healing. Lane minions take a small amount of damage. Tipsy, they're stunned for 1 second. Immune to knockback. Enemies could be stunned. Enemies are... Do damage and reduce enemy healing. Okay. Intoxicate... That's one song that I discovered from Andrea Botes, apparently, where she's listening to it while playing chess, and it's like, I keep making fun of it because the instrumental is great, but there's a stupid voice that's just as basic as mine, like just saying intoxicate every like 10 seconds or other stupid words like that. It's not like a sung song, it's just like a fucking, where somebody just like talks and just says words in the middle of the music. Like, why do we want to hear that? This is 90-second cooldown. He smashes his jug of wine on the ground, intoxicating all nearby enemies and doing damage. If he's smashed, Bacchus also gains a magical buff because of the anger over his lost wine. Intoxicating all enemies and doing damage. If he's smashed, so it's almost like a pseudo CC type of thing. If he's smashed, he also gains a magical power buff because of his lost wine. So the two jokes that are inherent to him, besides just, oh, haha, the burp is funny, is the fact that he's beating you with his meat, and also the fact that I guess you could say he's smashing you, or he's getting smashed in a different sense, like not actually beating you up, but actually fucking getting drunk. Let's see. So it must be this one because we just had done the 5v5 and lost, right? I think I just looked at it, but let me double check since we went through such a long escapade of reading that shit. So yeah, we'll just do 2 games. I hopefully will at least win one with this guy. I'm just kind of shocked at times because I feel like, again, it can't just be me, right? It could, again, I'm not saying I'm playing well or doing anything. I'm almost at times not even trying to do anything because I don't want to feed or whatever. So this was clearly the 5v5. And I'm playing as Sobek, so that means we have the second game mode. And I'm happy because at least I don't have to play the third one, or I guess my punishment if I lose would be that. So 3v3, we got to make sure we play this dude Bacchus. We gotta back us up, like that's what my team will say, back us up. That's why he's called Bacchus. However you pronounce some of these, I'm probably even wrong, but let's look through some of these. It should still be in the queue. So Arachne, Spider Chick, I kind of liked her. Cleodana, I didn't really like. I mean, I sort of liked her still, but the whole wall hacking shenanigans I didn't even try to do like once, and it's obviously more advanced. Let's see what the difficulty of some of these were considered. This was considered easy. This was considered also easy. I mean, hey, I can't say that he seemed a little bit more complicated with some of the shit you have to do, like spinning in the fucking shell and stuff. You can like push people back into your tower. The Bacchus is considered average. Have I even played one that's difficult so far? She's considered average. She's considered... I think she should be considered difficult because of the whole stuff with the walls and stuff. That's a pretty advanced mechanic. Not that you have to use it, but that's not really how it's measured. Yeah, so many of these have been fucking easy too. The whole rotation is easy mode. Everybody's easy except for like... Wait, why is it taking so long to find a Q event? I've probably fallen so far down in the ELO rating or whatever the fuck system they use. You started with like average, 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 and then everything was even easy from there. Yeah, I have noticed and been annoyed by this guy's burping in all these matches all the fucking time. So we're not even doing, it's not even ranked because you have to be like level 30 to do ranked or something. Yeah, level 30, level 30, level 30. And these are only really the 3 game modes that I'm doing, right? But there are other ones like, or maybe you're not allowed to do them. So thankfully I haven't had my hero stolen, I don't think, in any of these games so far. Okay, Anubis was one that I remember playing like in the past that I liked just because of the fact that I'm a ranged spellcaster type. I don't know why that's so much to ask for, but I also do like the role type characters in these games, though, whether it be a healer or a tank. So this is like a tank, so that is good. Then it matters less about how much damage you do or how many kills you get. It's more about your role and all those kind of things. And you get like a teammate buff thing. Medusa. Or was it not Anubis? Maybe it was somebody who looks like Anubis, like a similar... There's another one like that. Or like Ra. It was probably Ra, not Anubis. But he also is probably doing something similar. You know, some of the portrayals of these characters, I guess, effectively are negative, right? Like, oh, Anubis is always portrayed as like a villain or like a scary thing, right? But really, he's just, you know, they're more benevolent than what they're made out to be. Like, even Pazuzu. Pazuzu wasn't necessarily a bad guy like they portray him to be in The Exorcist, right? He's actually just, he was looked in a positive way. Like, he would you'd pray to him to try to heal you and stuff like that. You got Anubis, Scotty, and Nox, and of course the whole team composition is not always very relevant here. It's you just kind of free for all, and you can do whatever you want, or at least it lets you, even if it suggests like it'll say, oh, no tank, no this, no that. But in a 3v3 it almost shouldn't matter, but it probably matters at least a little bit. Like you at least want one tank, one healer, or something like that. I haven't gotten the vibe from most of these games that there even really are healers. Like, maybe just because they don't care to do it, or there just aren't people who are in those roles. Like, it just feels like if you're just dying, you're just gonna die unless you deal with it yourself. There's never been the feeling that anybody's actually actively doing that. So maybe we'll do the best when I play as that role, and the reason why is because of the simple fact that, you know, I'll actively want to do the role, like I've even been saying. So here you start with your abilities, which I kind of already forgot. So you got Belly Flop, Belch, and Chug. Okay, so heal, mobility, and sort of like CC. Think of it like that. So you got the heal for yourself. You got the mobility for, you know, whatever you're gonna do. Does that really have a 60-second cooldown? No, that's the cost. Okay, 8 seconds, 15 seconds. So the mobility stuff I sometimes struggle a little bit to use. Or my mentality is more like I'll miss the chance to kill somebody with it because I'm trying to use it to get away. Because I always have like a pussy defensive mentality. The one thing that I'm saying at the beginning of these games, though, that's always correct is I always try to sort of play defensively and not do anything. But everybody like tries to feed or tries to overcommit. Like, you shouldn't go for a kill here. What are we doing? Playing as Kale in 2009 or 2012 or whenever I played Kale, or an early thing. And the reason why that's good is because that was what Kale was meant to do, and whatever, it was the early game type of shit. This is all cute, but I mean, how much can you really do here where... Okay, see, we already lost somebody. There's no reason to... I feel too cowardly to really go out there and do anything, though. Like, I don't want to do shit. Okay, just get out of there, dude. I don't know. First of all, we already lost somebody. and I'm always backpedaling away. But I can just at least stay in the fight if I keep doing that, but it's not a very strong heal anyway. I don't know, like, I don't have the confidence to go out there to... Somebody is hiding over there, aren't they? Seems like a bad idea. Here, I'll just willingly go back. Or see, I always know when that's gonna happen too. I even saw him. I just said he was there. Okay, that's kind of my fault because you know you should just go back, but I'm too much of a pussy. Like, I'm not trying to do anything. Right, I gotta be more aggressive or something. We have the 3, we have the 4. Oh shit. I'm playing like I'm a ranged character even though I'm not, but then I don't feel confident enough to go out there either. Like, that one's kind of cute. And you can try to maybe do this. What does this exactly do? You gotta get them on the turret and then they'll all get drunk and then they'll actually die. But again, there's no big deal. Like, we're 0 and 3, but you don't have to do anything. Okay, that's always good if you can. I don't know, I just don't. Wait, they didn't actually die though. Okay, that was just a random thing, but they didn't really pursue me too much. They're all creeping around the outside here. I don't know what to do with that. You have the 4, but they have to get close to do it. Yeah, I'm not confident in staying alive. You know what you could do is you could have like a pocket healer. Play with a friend and they pocket heal you and they feel like somebody's back there. Somebody's totally back there. I don't know why I'm even doing that. I did the 4, so that person should be drunk a little bit, but not really going to make a whole lot of difference. Or it's hard for me to even land the base hits. Like, I don't feel confident enough to go in there, so I don't get it. Or they don't do enough to even really justify it. So it's 1 to 4. I haven't really done much. These characters are just a little weird to play. I don't know. I'm just not super comfortable doing it, but I guess I'll deal with that. Come on, I'm even doing that shit to try to get away. It's like, really, what? I don't get it. What are you supposed to do when you're just getting beat on by ranged characters? Unless you have a pocket healer doing something, you're not going to be able to do shit because... And you shouldn't be really trying to do shit. I don't know what the F even does either. Okay, so I'm level 8, which is, again, actually not that bad considering what's happening, but I just feel kind of powerless. It's just sometimes a team comp issue, right? Because you would need a healer to make this worthwhile. Maybe tanks aren't even that valuable in this kind of mode, but none of that should really matter. It's just you got to wait your turn, bide your time a little bit. Even the 1 to 5 doesn't mean that you're going to lose the game. It just means that somebody's around this side, though. I see them. They keep sneaking around, and it's not doing you any good. So we have everything up, but you got to let them get to my place here. Let them get to the turret. Oh, shit. It's not the end of the world, but... Again, the middle tower may be under attack, but it's not under attack by much because it's just... I genuinely don't get it sometimes. Like, I don't know what... How are you doing this when you're supposed to be a tank and all this shit? I don't understand. You obviously got to build it optimally with the items. You obviously have to be an expert on every little thing, even though it's like fucking unranked, your first fucking game with the character. You still have to try hard something, I guess. Let them get in all close, and then you get to... try to finish them off, I guess, but I'm comfortable, you know, with letting the turret get attacked a little bit. That's not the issue. The issue becomes... Yeah, that's good at least. That's good enough. Now back off. That's good enough. We caught up a little bit. I don't know. Something about the melee swings doesn't feel entirely convincing, though, even though I like the whole feel of this more than typical stuff. See, 2 to 5, so it's not so bad. Now, don't overextend, though. Don't do anything. Don't. because you don't want to fuck with them. They're obviously just too good. Just play it sort of slow pace and you might actually be fine. But I certainly shouldn't have died if I'm trying to do that. Then again, you wouldn't expect me to have the most number of kills though or anything. I mean, you're mostly trying to do that on creeps and stuff, but what you have here is you're supposed to do that too, probably more aggressively, but I just don't trust it. So like, let them come in, let them have the illusion that they're going to do something. This dude's only level 9, but that's at least good for something. I just don't feel confident for going in there, so I'm just not going to do it. Look, this chick is more confident than me, Medusa, but Medusa might be on my team, but I'm the one who's petrified. I mean, in that much time of me just standing there tanking it, you at least should have gotten some kill. I could have probably done more, but it was still worth it, I guess. It's 4 to 7. So Medusa is at least doing some work here. They have the right idea, get back. I was just trying to see what would happen if you go out there to try to tank it. That's fine. I mean, I wouldn't be the one you're expecting to get kills anyway, but probably this isn't the best. Okay, now at least it's going down, but you can recover from that. But what you can't recover from is this whole, you know, loss of the tower is okay, but the whole statting issue of being 0 to 4 or whatever, that's gonna fuck you up. So at least we came back a little bit on that. I'm gonna stick with Medusa because she's really good. We just wait it out. This tower is still fine, I guess. And the towers don't come back, but the thing does. You can just kind of needle stuff so easily where... Okay, that's good. Medusa's doing some good work. You just gotta hold this shit down all the fucking time. Now it's a 2v3, so that should actually favor you a little bit. But our tank here is a dumb shit clown, and of course that's me, who's not confident enough to go in there. Oh, look at Medusa. See, this is what I mean. Medusa, please carry us. You're literally the fucking god. You are literally God. Fuck, I shouldn't really try to do that. And Medusa's smart enough to know, but hey, she's doing her thing. I'm getting a ton of assists. That's fine with me, dude. This is what I mean. Just carry our dumb asses. Oh shit, how are you doing that? You're too confident. I'm not really even trying to kill creeps or anything either. So our tower here is still intact, for what it's worth. Look how long it takes me to even do that shit. Look how I'm the pussy clown though going away. Like, let me play as a ranged character, please, but actually don't, because I don't want to lose this. It's just like when you go in, then they feel the desire to initiate some shit. She wants to kill that dude, but it's almost baiting you. You can't really do this shit right now. Just let them come. Let them come. My meat hungers. My meat stick. More like a beat stick. Okay, come on. Where does he go? He's creeping around the outside here. See, don't try to fight in the middle though. Let them come closer to our shit. Even with the heal, I don't really feel too confident at all. Or I always waste the ult in doing that. But we can farm kills all day like this and just do it. It's fine. I just don't feel like going in ever. Yeah, that was at least a good attempt there, but they're not really going to let you go through too much. Let's just back off a little bit. I feel the desire almost to jump at his dumbass. But okay, let's leave that to the professional fucking Medusa over here. This is what I'm saying though. You gotta ride the... You gotta decide and ride. Decide who's good and ride them the whole game. Like the first kill, let's back the fuck off. Fuck. You can't feel too bad about not getting kills when you're the tank, of course, but let this Medusa absolutely petrify the enemy. It's that 2 that really gets them. They get scared when you do that too. Let's just wait for the ult, I guess. But sometimes you want to cheese it when they're... You want to cheese it when they're actually doing this shit, like... when there's only one of them is respawning and the respawn timer takes so long. The Medusa is going to single-handedly carry our dumbasses here. Don't go back. Kill their fucking clowns. Fuck. Gotta follow Medusa's lead. But see, this is the whole idea. You're not doing much, but you're also... You know, at least you're not feeding too much, so you can win like that. You can play it safe. Just the main thing is when you don't know what you're doing, you shouldn't be overcommitting and you shouldn't be dying. Because if you're not dying, then... It's fine, it's fine. We have the ult up, so I'm feeling a little bit cocksure, but it's okay. I always still feel more comfortable when you let them go back a little bit. Enemy has been detected nearby. No shit. So wait for the little 2 or something. I don't feel comfortable now. Let's just back off a little bit. Let them come a little bit and... Okay, eat that. That's okay. It didn't cost me anything. I did do the little dinky ult. Maybe not very effectively, and so it's okay. Look at Medusa just goes for it. Okay, at least he got somebody and got out of there. Okay, that was pretty good. Fuck, I could have tried to get that too. See, now we should rush the turret because everybody's out of there. So we should just do as much as we can to this because it's going to take them forever to actually do this. Oh, he's already back though. I'm obviously doing a lot of things wrong that I can even tell. Like I should be a little more aggressive, but whatever, dude. That's always just my whole preference. I'd rather be a total pussy, careful. It doesn't matter whether I'm a tank, DPS, anything. But it's okay, as long as I'm not dying. Oh, shit. Okay, we're still fine. We might be losing the tower, but we did recover on the score, and we have this beast in Medusa over here. So what are you doing? You're going around the outside. At least the levels and everything like that become even here with respect to... Wait, the tower's almost gone though, so how can I even do this shit? We're trying to run away into the tower, but there is no tower, and now we're gonna get fucked. I don't know, I don't feel comfortable, dude. I don't feel comfortable. Let them come for us. Medusa is ready. But that's how you can just tell. Like, that's a good player. 3, 5, and 6 is not really that good for the Anubis. Doesn't matter about the tower because you're not going to be able to do shit. Like, it's just gone. I can't do anything. Just let them have it and then try to kill them at the next tower. I don't know. How did they not even get it? I don't know. I don't feel like going in there. That's my problem. Okay, Edge Me is gone. Go ahead and get this dude. Oh shit, look at Edge Me go. Somebody was like escaping into this way. Where'd he go? Whatever, let's just take out the tower while we wait. Which probably isn't going to work out too well, but... Wait, oh shit, what's happening? Where'd you go? You're probably low on health. Where the fuck did they go? Oh shit, we should be able to easily get them now as they run away. Fuck. That was at least a sneaky maneuver that they finish off the tower in doing that. Sometimes you can just dive and just go for it, but whatever. That was at least a good recovery sort of thing, but it's okay to be losing on the tower thing. It's not okay to be losing on the score, I guess. I'm probably doing very little damage too. Like, I'm not doing anything. Okay, you don't really want to fight them on their tower. Something just feels weird though. It could be that my itemization and statting is just bad. Like... Fuck it, I'll just go for it. I don't give a shit. So that at least gives them the impetus to attack. Oh shit, dude, you gotta just go for it sometimes. Now go for the fucking tower. The tower's dead. Because you get to, I just don't have that confidence level, I'll just admit it. Like, I'm very, very pussy-minded. Oh, here we go again, dude. Here we go again. Why can't we just do it, man? What are you pinging the map? Probably some objective that I don't know about. It's a 1v whatever. It's a 1v whatever, dude. But nobody wants to do it. Okay, fine. Fuck off, dude. It's just you. It's just you. I'm not trying to get away. I'm trying to do it. Just do it. Hello. Where the fuck did everybody go? You could have easily killed them then while the other two were coming back. Okay, okay, dude. Where is everybody gone? Still a fine position, but everybody just kind of gave up for a second, or they were trying to buy shit in the shop. I'm not buying anything, or I'm just auto-purchasing the whole time. Means I maybe should go back to the shop, but... I just want one of these games like with no items. Like Overwatch, I guess, is sort of like that. Is anybody even going to back my dumbass up, though, is the question. And apparently they're not. Like, what the fuck? I guess they're doing something objective-based. Okay, get out, get out. 890 health. Oh, shit. Like, I keep missing that thing. Okay, whatever, just play it a little bit safe. Or maybe I'm tempted to go for it anyway. Back off, back off. Wait for our MVP Medusa to come in the thing. Wait, what? What are they doing? No, I used my one. I used my one. The Medusa's carrying... Oh, I guess Medusa's died a number of times now. Yeah, now my stat line looks the best. 1, 3, and 14, even though it's not really that good. You can count an assist like as a half of a kill equivalent if you want to rate it. So like a kill and a death to cancel each other out. So she's like 2 if you want to do the score, but then whatever. There's like a whole formula you can come up with. So the Phoenix is still fine, and it will rise again, so you don't have to worry too much about anything like that. But no, I got to initiate those things because it gives them confidence. But there was that little lull where they kind of just were wandering off on their own. This was at least a game I can't complain about because you had a clear chance, right? It's not like a lopsided thing. It's perfectly fine. If we lose, it's my fault. Whatever. Right, but some of them, I mean, it's always my fault, but some of them are a little bit bullshit. So you can let them come to the thing, the Phoenix. You don't really have to, but... Yeah, I don't know anything about the objectives or whatever either. I guess they're pinging for them, but how do they know? They're supposed to be beginner newbies too. Okay. Maybe I overcommitted a little bit, but... Okay, they at least killed somebody too in the process, so we're at least keeping that even, but the problem is we'll end up losing the tower or something in doing that. But maybe I'm trying to press it too hard. I should be getting an assist every single time though still. The Phoenix is going to be on your side though. This thing is pretty strong. Like you're in the thing. You're in the thing. How are they getting away with playing like that? They're just standing right on top of it. D-aside, okay, dude. More like tree-aside because it's only 3 of us. D-aside should be like if you kill all 5. But I guess does it? No, I guess that's more of an overall count. That's not because you killed the whole team, is it? That's because you... Whatever, that's more like an individual streak. So we may very well lose here, or... I don't know, I'm not confident enough to even go for that. Well, all they have to do is kill the stupid ass Titan now. They are doing a certain amount of damage to it. What the fuck? I mean, it is over. I don't know how this happened so quickly. We were in a reasonable position most of the way. Now, there is no turret to even protect you. It's just this one dude, and the Titan is sometimes a little underwhelming and easier to kill than you might think. We keep dying at sort of different times, though, so dying at this stage in the game is extremely punishing. Because you get fucked over by the thing. Like, look how they're so exposed. Like, how are they not dying? Okay, this guy's doing good. If you just team kill them, like 2 out of the 3 are dead, and 1 of them is low on health. So why not just go for it? Why not just go, bro? Go for their tower. Go for their... This is too late now, but... Okay, this is our final chance. We can't die now at all. Use that to get around a little bit of mobility. This is just such a frustrating kind of thing. Okay, they should kill them. Somebody will sneak behind and just kill our Titan, though. It'll just be that simple. I don't care, dude. Like, we're strong enough. We should just be able to do it. Just do it now. Can you please? I'll just use this to just kill 1 person. Like, I don't care. So somebody's over to there. Oh my god. Whatever, maybe we can use this to get away a little bit. I mean, I don't think I can win that sort of thing, even if it was a 1v1. Okay, it's over. Whatever, dude. So can I finally get a fucking ranged character is my only question. Let me be the ranged clown trying to kill people, and which I'll probably still not do. Okay, that one was at least a fair, very reasonable, well-balanced, winnable game. Right, nothing to say. It's just unfortunate. We got our sexy little cursor here. There wasn't really a good yellow one, though. Or it came with like an umbrella as the second. I guess you won't really see the umbrella though. Edge me is the top damage. Yeah, in other words, everybody besides me was good. Okay, get out of here. 360, yeah, top assist, which again, for a tank isn't that big of a deal, but the fewest deaths too. 18,000 gold, whatever. 5, 11, 8, 4, 4, 14, 12, 4, 7. That was at least a very reasonable balanced game. There's something that's weird. It must be just like, oh, I'm not using the shop, so that's why. Like, I have to use the shop optimally, because clearly players at a low rank are going to be like that. Melee, physical, again, I'm getting fucking trolled, dude. I'm getting actually trolled by the game. Pros, high defense, high crowd control, high defense. So, Bologna. Rome has forgotten. Oh shit, it looks pretty cool actually. Kind of like Kingdom Hearts type character, some shit with the big sword. But that's more like a Cloud stereotype from Final Fantasy. Rome has forgotten her. Bellona, the goddess of war, took no time to build temples or gather worshippers. She favors only those for whom war is life. Oh, now we have to do the 5v5 shit though. She favors only those for whom war is life, for that is where she thrives, not on the steps of hallowed basilicas or in whispered prayers, but in the blood-soaked mud among the breathless armored troops in the roar of victory. When Rome was young, Bellona ran with her armies, conquered enemies, made her strong. As Rome began and aged and began to crumble, she fought only with her strongest and most cunning of worshippers. Fought only with her most strong and cunning worshippers, Lucius Cornelius Sulla. Sulla rose through the ranks by accomplishing impossible deeds of her heroism and ruthless prowess. His enemies feared him, his soldiers loved him, and everywhere he went, Bellona rode with him. Together they quelled the Germanic hordes, they broke the social war, they sacked Athens. Sulla was utterly undefeatable, and it was the goddess of war that made him so. But the Roman Senate moved to displace Sulla and end his rise to glory. March on Rome, Bellona quietly urged, and you shall rise as no other. Emboldened, Sulla commanded his legions and took the city streets. Bellona at the fore, slaughtering the gladiator slaves that stood against them. The Senate buckled. They cast a vote. Sulla became the first lifelong dictator of Rome. During Sulla's reign, Bellona was... Oh man, this is hard to read this much. Bellona was worshipped for the goddess she was, but Sulla had grown old. His wars were over. Bellona moved on and Rome forgot. But the forgotten are not gone. Gods clash in the titanic conflict. It is in war that she thrives. No one will forget the goddess of war this time. Like, I like how they say that so matter-of-factly. He became the first lifelong dictator. Oh, so this is a good outcome. She's the good guy, right? Clearly. The good girl. Master of War. Upon giving or receiving hits from basic attack, gains protection from movement speed. But no, you could look at that last game. Like, that's the most passive tank that you've ever seen. Like, where you're not even trying to engage or go in or do anything. Which this is kind of like a tank too, even despite the fact... No, I guess you're not. But it still says you have high defense. But it's very hard for me to... I don't like that style of play even in games like League, but especially in something like this. It just doesn't really suit me to go in. Like, you have to go in and pick your points and whatever, but... Shield bash. It's like that's what I would do sometimes in that. If I don't have a ranged attack, even Kale has that perfect ability that turns your basic melee swings, which are with a sword, at close range into a ranged attack. Like, where you can... I don't know, it turns your sword slices into like a ranged fiery thing. So... Dashes forward, bashes with the shield, dealing damage and slowing enemies. Gains 1 stack of block for each enemy got hit. Block absorbs most damage for all damage from basic single attack. And reflects a portion of the damage around her. Then makes basic attacks with sword and shield until she has not taken or dealt damage. Makes basic attacks with sword and shield until she has not taken or dealt damage. Every 3 successful attacks gains another stack of block, okay? This one is obviously mobility. Bludgeon is going to be summons a hammer and spins, hitting every enemy. Oh, she's going to be like a dual wielding, stance dancing type warrior over here. Like you'll be doing the shield bash, then you'll switch it for a two-hander, then you'll be doing this. That every weapon like represents a different... I don't get it though. Where is the big sword coming from? And I don't even see the shield reflected anywhere on her body. Bellona summons a hammer, spins, hitting every enemy around her, smashing forward with overhead attack. Each enemy got hit with the spin increases the damage of overhead attack. Now makes basic attacks with her hammer until... Oh, I get it. So she's going to... she switches the weapon as soon as you do that. This could be a pretty advanced character, actually. What's the difficulty? Average. with like how long you decide to keep the hammer or whatever weapon until she has not taken or dealt damage in the last 7 seconds. Every hammer attack hits all enemies in melee range and only benefit from 33% of total lifesteal. Scourge is going to be summons a Scourge, dealing damage of enemies in a line. So Scourge is like that whip sort of thing. I've never heard actually it called that. I guess the reason why would be like you're dealing with the Scourge, like a lot of people, a lot of enemies, whatever. Enemies are hit are disarmed and cannot make basic attacks. Now makes basic attacks with the Scourge until she has not taken dealt damage for 7 seconds. Basic attack is extended range. +4 and every third hit heals you. Eagle's Rally puts down a Roman flag, granting protection and increased power to allied gods. Enemies directly under where the flag take extra damage and stunned. Again, mobility. This is just a big slam attack. This is just a kind of longer range ability that's going to allow you to basically disarm them and stuff. So we're going to do the 5v5 even though I don't really want to. Or hang on. I have to figure out naturally or organically. Look at this thirst trap. Naturally or organically within the game, what lane would I actually be as Vallana? And the reason why I think it is going to be either you could be top or bottom, right? I don't think you would be middle. I feel like you wouldn't be top because you're melee, so you almost need the support sort of thing. I'm trying to remember, like in League, like what would a melee character be? I'm certainly no expert on the whole lane system, but like Garen or somebody would be on the bottom. I feel like you wouldn't typically be on the top. I'm going to go bottom. Like you assume you have a healer or support there, and you're going to be the melee to try to go for a kill or something. Oh, that's a pretty sick skin. Lucid Nightmare. Like, who is it even for? That's the thing. Lucid Nightmare, but for who? I can't even tell who that is. That's where skins can be so confusing in games. Like, you're seeing these characters for the first time, but oh, right, it's not the regular version of him that you have to figure out who it is just by looking at it. Obviously, it'll say the name and stuff, whatever, but, you know, it's a little tricky. Like, oh, I'm seeing Santa Claus version of Reinhardt or some stupid shit that confuses you and doesn't. Even Reinhardt's a bad example because he's so big. I want to not do these though. No, I have to. No, I'm not doing it. I'll quit out if I have to. I don't want to do it, but I don't care. I can't. No, I can't do it. Fuck this. I have to do my designated thing, dude. Fuck, this is the first time, but it's not even somebody. I'm not doing it, dude. No, fuck the. I can't even close the game. Oh, it won't even let me do like a task manager. I don't know what's happening. I'll just quit my Steam again. Oh, here we go. So I'll actually exit out. And I don't like doing that, but I don't have a choice because I'm trying. It's not that I wouldn't have somebody else potentially to play, but when I've just read through the thing and looked at it, so what I'll do is I will try to choose my role, but I don't understand. So, you know what's weird? It doesn't actually tell you the role built in. You just kind of have to know that. So if I choose like bottom, right? Bottom would let me, or it's not even going to be called bottom. It'll be called like support or something. That's why it's like support and AD carry, you see, because you're the attack damage carry for the support at the bottom, and then you're the, so that would kind of make sense. I feel like I always saw melee characters at the top though sometimes, right? Like what wasn't like that big guy, the fucking with the spider legs or whatever, the robotic dude from now I might get in some sort of trouble for that, but again, it's not really my preference. So it's definitely not jungler that I want, but it sort of just auto-forced me to do the role. Or it'll bring me back in that game, in which case I guess I just won't even bother because this is so stupid. Can't the game tell that I'm trying to do a format here because I'm going to get banned for doing it? Enjoying Smite, try out a new skin. You'd rather try to bribe me with a fucking thing. Deserter for 3 minutes. Okay, it doesn't bother me. That shouldn't have to happen too often. And it especially shouldn't have to happen in any mode other than this dumb shit 5v5. But let me see what we got. You can do fill. You can do... But see, this is a range. The carry icon just doesn't make sense. Or is that what that means then? I'm going to be solo because I'm... Why does it have to be a bow carry? Why can't it be a... I mean, I'm going to go with the assumption of that. Like, it's showing an axe as a picture, but then it won't let me choose her. Like, it makes no fucking sense. Why would the carry be a bow when it's supposed to be... What, is there no attack damage carry in this game? Or is it like a variable thing that they just... So top is going to be melee, apparently, solo. Even though I don't necessarily want to do that either. And I don't know exactly why it would be like that, because if I'm going against somebody who's ranged, then don't I get screwed? They can just keep needling me and I'm too much of a coward to go in, and I don't know what you really do with that. This is like the core mode that everybody probably plays and loves, but the other two are at least interesting. I especially like the one lane thing because it's still, you know, a good mix of both, but it's a little more straightforward. This just gets kind of bogged down and like people are going to be tryharding like that. That last game was very much evenly matched, so that was good at least. It's just like towards the end, if you die, then it gets totally fucked because, right, everybody's taking like a minute to respawn, so you can't do anything. Or again, whenever you kill them, you have to just rush it and go for, you know, just go for the kill, go for the win quickly, because then it will take them so long to come back. Yeah, clearly it must be because I'm not using my items optimally, or it must be some other dumb shit that clearly you should know how to do. So the first thing was the shield bash, whatever, charge. The second thing was the hammer, big slam. And then the third thing was the whip, basically, the scourge. And that would allow you to disarm them as well. So those are the three core abilities. The ultimate is just like a boring little thing with respect to the... oh, it was just like bugged out and stuck on there. So let's try to see. We're going to be solo lane. If she's not on solo lane, then I may very well just not even bother doing this shit. Like, honestly, that would piss me off so much. Maybe I should just do Phil as the primary thing. Now that I think about it, because, like, Phil is not going to be an actual role. It's just... But, I guess depending on what the... I don't know. The irritating thing is I can't figure even out from this. Based on the icon, yes, if you assume that, but what if it's not? Right, what if for whatever reason... It doesn't actually tell you here anywhere, so you would actually have to have some external knowledge, which wouldn't be that big of a deal if you played whatever. And it's not like so set in stone, especially at this unranked level, that you would have to do it in exactly that way, right? Like you have to... Or it's going to somehow turn out to be mid, like, I don't know, Mordekaiser from mid, and, you know... As Kale, I would play all three lanes too, like I would do everything. Right, I had done top, mid, bottom. Again, not at like some sort of crazy competitive level, but you could just do whatever you wanted. It was fine. Those were like my favorite three characters in League, like Kale, Udyr, and Karthus. And obviously Udyr pissed everybody off because, oh, he's overpowered and blah, blah, blah. Like the Meta Knight thing. Oh, if you like Meta Knight, you're fucking a degenerate, apparently. Like, I didn't design the character, dude. To find all these ways to cheese stuff. Like, even when you do well at something, that's what people would say. Like, oh, XQC is the Overwatch MVP, but oh, Winston aim, Omega lol. Like, anybody else could play Winston too. He's just a character in the game. Like, what do you want him to do? That might be true. That obviously it's not a character where you have to aim, but you know what I mean? You go in expecting that. Or that would trigger me so much if you... you know, somebody still took it, so I got the roll, but then you do that. So Aphrodite support, you got the carry. You got the Thanatos is going to be the jungle. Mid, let's just see like an example of what some of these characters are. Like, who is a mid type of character? I'm trying to remember even from... You know, like Mordekaiser or Rise would sometimes be that. Scylla, okay. Some of these skins just don't match the severity of what's going on. Like, who is that with the dog even? Is that, which one is Aphrodite and which one is... Did not make a selection. Okay, so I don't understand fully the concept of what I'd be trying to do here, but my whole strategy is... Wait, what? Whatever, at least we know for sure what it is that we're trying to do. So by one person fucking it up, you ruin it for everybody. And so is that a way I could quit out without actually deserting, or would that still count as a desert if I just... What? It always does that, where it makes it think, oh, you're trying to click on a skin, and then it offers you to buy. I'm just trying to lock in my chick. What are all these weird expressions she does? Like, she's jiggling. So we got Aphrodite again, same skin with the dog. Or wait, that... I don't get it. Now, this must be Aphrodite. And this is Scotty, I guess? Jungle... Yeah, I love how everything is like seen as set in stone that way. Like, for example, you know, oh, this character has to be this lane. Like, why does it have to be? What if, you know, like mid could be anybody if you, especially top and bottom should be interchangeable, right? Like, okay, top is going to be supposed to be melee, but what if the other guy's range? Then you'll be range too and match it. Like, at the high level, there must be good reasoning for it, but at the low to mid level, it doesn't really matter that much. We got low magical damage, which I highly doubt the mid is really going to rectify that. I mean, I will do this format with League at some point, probably in the twilight of when it's about to go offline. I've always wanted to do it with League. Maybe I did like a section of it with League, but I've never truly given it a fair shake. And the rotation with that game would at least be better. She does look pretty sick. I mean, this is the kind of chick I'd want to play in a single player game. Like, oh, stop doing that shit. Like, you know, just whatever. Just a good character model. Come on, bruh. I don't got all night for this shit. Is this going to be my first episode doing only one game? I don't want it to be. That would really be like cheesing, because that's how I can really extend the series out. But no, that's not what I want it to be like. Yeah, fucking stupid ass skin I don't care about. I had like this rare Kale skin too. It was like some sort of... I had a couple rare ones actually, but now I don't have that account anymore, so... That's kind of sad, because I'd never be able to get them again. They were like limited time or from some special event or whatever. There was one that was like with the wings and stuff. It was like, well, a lot of them have wings. It was like the cyberpunk mech type of shit. Some of these look so dumb. Like, this doesn't even look like her. I don't want to accidentally spend some currency on it. It's a free-to-play run. Not that it should matter too much, but it does matter, I guess, for the hero's sake. But... you know, that if you run out and you don't have the currency, you can always use your currency that you earn in the course of the run. And this is like a fresh account thing. Not that I had much play on my other account anyway, but yeah, that's the guy. I always confuse them, obviously Ra and Anubis, but I'm pretty sure it was Ra that I played as. And again, not like a lot, but I just remember that specifically. You got Jungle, Lancelot, Ares. How do we not have like low magical damage here? It seems like how it said last time. But somebody keeps quitting out and ruining it, says the guy who just did that, but I didn't know what role I was going to be or whatever. Like, I didn't choose a role even at all. Nu Wa, Amateur, Asu, Jingwei, Artemis, Thor. So who is my matchup? I don't even know. It's not going to be Jingwei, because they're going to be probably on the bottom. Transformers crossover. What is this? Magic the Gathering? Because Arena, especially because they did that crossover. Izanami from Darker Than Black 2 as season 2. Yeah, that's what you should name your kid, though. Name your kid after a god, right? And chances are any name you choose will be like that anyway, because, you know, there's so many obscure ones that you would never even think of, but... Amateur Asu almost sounds like the player's name, like the screen name. That doesn't actually sound like a god's name. Right, like amateur gamer, amateur whatever.
I sense a battle
Oh, nice. Nice, dude. We already have somebody quit out. Oh, I love the way she just looks and carries herself. Literally, too. It carries the sword and awesome. I want to play like some sort of modern Final Fantasy game, which I never have played any of the ones that aren't turn-based, where it's more like hands-on action combat. Okay, please don't leave us, dude. Don't give me an excuse for why we're going to lose because of my shitty performance. Yeah, I don't care about all the awards and stuff, but clearly people are going to be try-harding and taking it seriously. We get it. So we start with 2. Like, we're also like auto-skilling, I'm pretty sure, right? Because I haven't chosen anything ever. Although I don't remember an option really for that. It was whatever. Auto-purchasing, auto-skilling. And so it's just all about the gameplay. So here you would do that. You know, that move's very consequential. And the reason why is because you would be in a position to... now you'll lose it because you're not doing damage or taking damage. So you should kill something here that appears. But I don't know exactly what it is that we want to do. I would want to win with this character just for the simple fact of how cool they look. Right, all their animations, all their weapons, everything like that is awesome. But I am getting a little sick of these melee characters, but I guess I can't. That's why I lost the last one on purpose, but then I didn't realize I would get another one, so fuck it. Bacchus, I didn't want to hear his annoying burping sound. You see, that's why I lost. Come on, we gotta win this 100%. Again, my bad performance will only account for even less, because even, you know, the fact that there's 5 players means that you have 4 out of 5 chance that your impact is going to be diminished, right? Whereas if you're better, it'll also be diminished. So if I play really well, you might still lose because you got 4 other players to account for and hold you back. Or if I play really bad, we might still win because you have whatever, you have more people to carry your dumbass. So these you can try to kill, which I made no effort to really do in the past. Somebody's gonna try to sneak up and jungle on my dumbass. You shouldn't even be this far out at the beginning, but look, they're already at half health like the dumb clown shit that they aren't. You gotta always do the last hit thing. How are they already level 2? I mean, they're obviously killing some kind of creeps. Maybe I should just try to take out one of these. You gotta be patient with the lane pushes at the beginning, or at least that's always my feeling. That you, look how low they are. It's so juicy for me. But they're not gonna let it happen. This thing, I don't even remember what it does exactly, but 25 gold, blah, blah, blah. Let's just try to kill this, so at least we feel like we're commanding this. They didn't seem to really give much of a shit about it with respect to... See, sometimes I even want them to push back. I like it when they do that because... Chances are I should have gotten the 1 already, though, because I can just farm all this shit while I wait for them. Or maybe I should push them back a little bit. Yeah, I like it because then you bait them in and it's like... You bait them in and then you have a better chance to kill them. You don't want them to be out this far because you should like try to fight them and push them out of not killing this thing, I guess. Right, so you let them push you back, but then they're scared, right? They're scared of actually doing this shit. Or it's still kind of too far out. What way would I really have of doing this anyway? Kind of testing out these abilities, and of course everybody uses mana, even if you're whatever. I mean, they're needling me a little bit there. It's not a big deal, but if you have anybody with some good ranged abilities, this kind of makes up for it a little bit. Obi-Wan role player over here. Why can't I do this? Yeah, let them push in even farther, I guess. Fuck it. Oh shit. But yeah, you can always do that to try to get away. I kind of even forgot about that ability. Or not even that I forgot. It's just more like I didn't have it. Okay, you could kind of help out here a little bit, but I guess they just don't give a shit. Like, that was a failed jungle attempt, but there's nothing I can do about it. Like, we're getting 2v1 at the top. Like, what the fuck are you doing? What am I supposed to do with this? Maybe not the best idea. I always have this bad tendency that I should just let it go. Like, what is the deal, bro? Why? Look. Fuck. Chaos Tower. I should have gotten a hit in just for the fuck of it. We still account for a kill over here. I can take credit for that. I don't really want to do anything here, but... Okay, you let you have it because my mana's out. Said no warrior ever using a fucking sword. Like, what am I supposed to do with this shit? But... Gotta use this to get around, but sometimes that's a waste. Yeah, I accounted for the one kill that our whole team has, even though I didn't do anything and the person just died to the tower. They weren't even really attacking me, so why was the tower even attacking them? I guess there was just nothing else there. The amount of damage that they do here is not very consequential. And the reason why is because you've at least sensed the presence of the jungler here a little bit, but then they get themselves killed like a clown. I killed the skull thing before. We get the little thing here. With respect to, are they returning to base now? Can I kill this thing now? Since they went away. Shouldn't be a big deal. Sometimes you see their health bars and I assume like they're closer than what they actually are. They got the skull, I got that. You can try to kill this little thing here too while we wait. So as long as you keep doing damage, you'll still be able to do this shit. Have to make sure I do it quickly before they come back. And I'm kind of tunnel visioning, face rolling. Or will they actually be able to kill steal it from me? That's not what I meant to do. Look at that. Person so low. So the jungler should come and try to get them, but they won't. Okay. See, that's what I mean. We could just get carried and win. I'm not doing anything, but I should get an assist on the tower. Or I actually did. Right, because I haven't done anything else that would cause you to... Gotta keep trying to bait them here a little bit, but they got the little skull thing. There's nothing I can do about it. I gotta go back to base. There's something I'm obviously not doing because you gotta have like potions all the time or some shit. Like, how am I supposed to stay alive? They can just keep needling you like that, especially when it's like a range versus melee type encounter. My level isn't that far behind them, and it's not like I've died to them either. On the contrary, I got that one guy killed by somebody standing there and not doing anything. So this tower aspect isn't that big of a deal. But I don't think our jungler has showed their presence at all here. So I'm fine with still going back and forth with this shit. Using all my abilities, using this. Be a good time to try to finish them off, but it's just not necessarily going to happen. No. Okay, good. That's kind of surprising a little bit that even was able to happen. Now you got to be weary of the jungler coming in to try to help that shit. Sometimes you just got to go for it, right? That's the thing. I don't know, I'm so satisfied by the way this character looks and moves and everything. I don't know what it is. I want to play some kind of fucking Dark Souls type character or something after doing this. Or this is the sort of thing you'd expect from a single player game. Of course, it's not like the mechanics are that robust because they, you know, it is just like auto attacking, but still. Oh shit, you're already back. I guess it's not like they just love that fucking skull thing. And they keep ninja looting whatever, they keep ninja killing whatever I do. But hey, I got the kill, bait them in. Our score is good. Somehow that happens a lot. Like you're up in the score, but you're down in the towers or something. Or you're up in the score, but you're down in the objective. What the fuck is that? Teleporter is now active. That's like some map-wide ability that you can do. So maybe the jungler's coming into here, I guess. Okay. It's all good. It's all good. The turret's not really going anywhere. You can do that, and that allows you to sometimes you get to disarm their dumbass. I'm fine with just kind of keeping this whatever. But see, you expose yourself to the jungler, but we don't have a jungler. But whatever, they're still doing work, I guess. This feels kind of like I could use a little bit of help here, bruh. It just feels like it. I don't want to go back to base, but like, what the fuck? As long as we're winning on the score and we're doing well, it's fine. You can keep whatever weapon you want. You just have to keep taking damage or doing damage. This is just an annoying spot to be in, that the jungler is practically obligated to just come here and at least help me. I'm not even saying you have to kill the guy. Like, just help me fucking push this back a little bit because I'm too much of a pussy scared clown to do it. What are those things even that fall? See, they're taking the initiative. I can respect it. I just don't feel like doing anything about it. I don't have any mana. I don't have shit. It's fine. Like, they're never going to truly win this lane where they're like, you know, winning the game because of it. Right, like it's pretty even. This is my sort of slow-paced passive nature that can come out. If anything, oh, here we go, dude. I may as well be on fucking bottom then if it's going to be a 2v1. What is this clown show shit? But this is the dude who got themselves killed before, isn't it? I'm not apparently doing a whole lot really to them. You want to fight me on my own fucking turret? Boy, I'm not going to be pissy about the jungler, but I mean, come on, dude. Even if it's not the jungler, like, just somebody come and fucking help me. Okay, that's fine. Go ahead, destroy the tower. I don't care. I mean, it's a 2v1. It's not even that, oh, I'm losing the lane. It's a 2... Oh, there he is. There we go. Whatever. Not really my fault at all because fucking you're getting actually 2v1. It's not that I'm losing the lane, it's that, you know, they have an active jungler, I don't, whatever. Whatever, we're still up on the score though, so I could give less of a shit. I haven't died. And 9-0-0. Oh no, but that's on our team. Yeah, this one is under some trouble for sure. Okay, they're just getting out of there. They're gonna let the creeps finish it, which they are successfully going to do. Because it's just so fucking low. So now they could dive on the turret and try to kill you. Just overall, because there's nothing you can really do about it. So we'll go with this one. This weapon is pretty cool. Right. That's good. You would just never be this visually engaged and satisfied by a game like League or something like that because of the perspective. Then they'll say, oh, you could just zoom in, lol, but it's not the same thing. So now, okay. Middle tower, but also this one. So we're up on the score, but we're losing here. So I don't fully understand. Like, I just give up. I just give up on this lane then. I can't do it. I'll just go somewhere else and try to kill somebody. Like, I don't know what to tell you. How am I supposed to deal with this one? I guess it's mostly been a 1v1 still, but I'll become the jungler because these people just are stupid, but I don't care. I'll just steal some of their shit and just do whatever I want. It's like anybody can jungle. It's just the principle of like... It's the principle of basically being able to, you know, sneak up on people, cut them off, whatever. From some kind of weird angle that they wouldn't expect. And so who cares if they take the bottom lane? They're kind of exposing themselves a bit. I'll try to sneak up behind somebody, but it doesn't seem like the greatest idea. It's not like my level is that in tune with this either. I don't even care about bottom. I don't even care. I mean, I should a little bit, but let somebody else do it. I don't even take responsibility for it. It's just dumb. Now we could try to sneak up and kill them from behind, but it's not going to be too impactful. You would think they'd be more on it too, because I wasn't even here, you know, paying attention to it. Yeah, all these animations are so much more satisfying because you get, you know, like, oh, my attack speed is increased, but now I get to see it, and not only are you more zoomed in, but again, it's kind of more hands-on, which is really not. I'm sort of holding it down just to auto-attack anyway, but at least I feel like tapping it a bit more, but you basically shouldn't bother. You should almost have to for some reason, or there could be the whole, like, auto-attack, or, like, heavy attack type principle. I mean, I guess I can try to push their tower, but sometimes here you feel like a little bit scared that you are going to get killed by somebody. And you're never going to get helped by anybody here, as has been established like a million times. Right? Just like nobody is ever going to help you. This Obi-Wan is carrying our shit ass, though. I just keep coming in and doing it. Why would you surrender? Why would you surrender? The fuck are you talking about? We're dominating them. It should be the opposite. Or is it showing like the opponent surrender thing? Here, let's push this fucking shit then. How about that? Oh, I guess there's too much other shit here. Let's just push the center. Why is it this hard? Just do it. Agreed not to surrender. Ah, fuck. It's a waste of time. So see, like, we leave bottom for that long, but then we, is he fucking flying away in a rocket ship or some shit? What the hell is happening? I keep just getting, like, basically only the killing blow. Okay, let me just get out of there. They're doing enough. Although it feels bad for doing that when you... The fuck is this? Oops, oops. Didn't mean to do that. So it's basically like team kill territory. I mean, this Obi-Wan guy is fucking clowning them, obviously, but you can kind of sometimes sneak up behind them too and do it like that, where you're not able to actually, you know, they're not protected by the turret even back here, so you have to go only when you're standing on the little thing. You can kind of sneak, hit them like that. Okay, now you're getting a little bit maybe too ambitious, but this was at least a good push attempt. So now, like, you should almost try to go somewhere else with it. Oh, it was still probably worth it. Okay. 6-1-3. This dude's 16-2, like a fucking god that he is, Obi-Wan. Doing his thing. So now, see, I like that. I left the bottom lane and nobody even touched it. Like, what the fuck is that? How did they just do that? Okay, but we kind of overdid it and we got team killed, but it shouldn't be over this quickly. Like, we're somehow gonna lose this game, though. This is how it goes. Somehow, some way, we're still gonna fucking lose this game. We're always, like, up on the score, and then we fucking lose the objective or something. Which can happen pretty easily and unexpectedly, but... Like, we are losing on the towers, too. Even as much as I'm saying they're not doing anything with it. I have to be confident enough that I can just roll through the top myself. Right, with respect to... If they just let me push through. Oh, fuck, these fucking clowns take forever, though. Don't even worry about that. Let's just try to get it. And again, I'm not going to get any help, so I very easily could just die and get picked off here. But I'm just going to hope and assume that they won't. Or what does that keep coming from? I don't get it. Everybody should be distracted now with all the center shit. So I'm going to do a classic thing that I always used to do in League and stuff. Is where I basically just get to... What did these things even do again? Like maybe you can't hit the tower until... Oh shit, I'm not even paying attention. But they weren't really trying to get me anyway. I should be confident that I could win like a 1v1. I love this surrender thing. We're up 27-15. We're losing maybe a little bit on the thing. Trying to go for the kill here, but I don't think it's very consequential or anything. We should do that maybe more closer to when they're dead. When they're about to die. To stay on him. Now this character is very satisfying though. I like all the different weapons, different animations and stuff. So now because I did that, now maybe somebody else will come to try to kill me. You have to have confidence in your own god's strength or abilities or whatever, something else that you feel like you don't have to basically. Okay, Ra's gonna come from behind here. I don't know what exactly why, but at least I feel a little bit, yeah, just to get hit by the turret like the dumb clown that you are. But now we should be able to take this shit out. This is how quickly it can turn. But now as soon as you do that, you should basically get out of there. Where do you keep going? Okay, dude. I keep escaping death, though, kind of miraculously in this character. See, sometimes now I would try to recall, but then somebody will somehow kill me. So it's better sometimes just to walk back. Right, and not be a sitting duck in place, but maybe I'll not follow my own advice even. It doesn't take that long, really, to recall. But no, this is pretty much a domination by the team overall. Although, technically, it's really just the one dude. There's always the one really good... Yeah, look at that. Even Nuwa is doing really good there. Okay, but again, winning the objective can sometimes be very difficult, nonetheless. The banner stuns them. That's the biggest thing about it that I like. More so than even just anything else. The buffs and stuff that he gives to you. He's trying to chase a little bit greedily. So you should almost try to push this ship, but I don't know exactly how. Maybe we should push the top. I don't know. You got to keep doing that. That's something I was actually genuinely good at times in League. Like we'd be losing the game. Oh, we better watch this chick though. We'd be losing the game or something, and it's not even that. Oh, I'm killing people and stuff. What it is you would basically be able to. I would take out a turret that nobody's expecting when they least expect it, right? While everyone's distracted, like mid and stuff. So it ends up being very, very consequential that way. We don't want that Nuwa chick to fuck around with us too much, right? Because they're just going to be way too strong and overfed and stuff. So this tower is actually gone, isn't it? Wait, oh, they already took care of this. So what is it that we're even trying to do now? I feel like nobody's even paying attention to me. Alright, take that back. Did you say something about a sugar baby? To the top, we at least even out our stretcher. What is this? Okay, she's kind of running away like a pussy. Just kind of, or I kind of messed that up, I guess. Whatever, they should be low enough where you should just be able to do this. With respect to pushing the tower, I'm kind of not the one to do it though, melee style. We're just so overpowered that we should be able to do it now. Even that, like, everybody can take turns defending the tower. It should just be gone. Kind of wasted my ult there a little bit. I don't know how actually the inside of this works as much, but it's the same principle, like the whole... Oh, shit. The whole principle of basically the Phoenix is kind of the same and everything. But the Phoenix is almost like your inhibitor a little bit. We're all kind of fading back a bit, but for what reason, I don't exactly know. This tower's almost dead. The bottom tower looks like it is dead. Now I don't really know. I think I'll just sit on this for a minute and protect it. But I don't think the enemies are even coming for us. It'll take them a while to get here. Why does that egg fucking thing keep happening? So we don't want to be too spread out. At this stage in the game, you should just kind of clump up and be satisfied with that. So sometimes you're doing these abilities just to switch the weapons alone, rather than anything else. Now, there should totally be a mode just like without items or any other considerations like that. Chick is literally AFKing in the middle of a game, but nobody's here to help me, or there are. Why won't you just run back to the Phoenix though? I don't get it. Use that to get back away, like... They're gonna try to bait us in here in a way that's not really going to work. We shouldn't be this overextended. We could easily get killed from behind. Now, like, there'll be the two of them that come together. We have some backup here as well. We should have easily been able to kill both of them. So the 2 I like a lot. The 3 is interesting at times, at least as just a, you know, crowd control, etc. type of thing. Make them think they're safe, but they're really not. Now you just deal with this stupid thing. And then we just get the Titan equivalent, whatever the fuck it is. Go ahead and do this. There's not much you can do while you wait, though. Okay. Now they're just going for it. Now you got to watch out a little bit. We do have the ult up. Try to take care of this chick over here. Oh, shit. You should actually try to do that. It's pretty low on health. Okay, we just have to make sure we don't get team killed, because then you could rush the shit. Fuck, I kind of over committed there. I thought clearly the stun from that alone should win you the game, but still, 7, 2, and 9. So clearly the second best player behind that god Obi-Wan over here. 17, 6, and 5. And their little new Wa is the only one really doing anything. So this is the kind of game that I kept asking for. Like, give me, although we are potentially about to lose right now, they could just rush our whole shit. The 2 of the Phoenixes are basically gone, and the third one's being attacked for them. One of our Phoenixes seems to be gone on the bottom right. And the other 2 are intact. But again, it can happen quickly because of how long the respawns are that you get to. Number 1 fan Izanami. So we got to group up, though. This is where you can get fucked up because you spawn at different times and you go at different times and stuff like that. I don't know what the fuck this egg thing keeps happening. Mantle of Discord. Clearly, these must be the best. These must be the best meta options to get. If they come back and win this, I should just end this gauntlet right fucking now, because this is just like cursed. We just need to group up and stay together. Like, there's nothing they can do if you do that. Just stay on their bitch ass there. That is so satisfying just to actually watch that. Somebody was low there. What are they doing? Maybe they died? You know, because it is an auto attack animation, but it's just like so much more aggressive and, I don't know, animated. So the one Phoenix on the top left is kind of a... Your Titan is... No. How? Wait, how is our Titan under attack?
No reason to hold back.
Oh, it's not really under attack, but... there should be some sort of combo system timing element to it. Or there should be some sort of a... reason not to... There should be some sort of reason not to just hold it down and not just to spam it. We got to fight one of these waves actually back a bit. I'll wait till the Phoenix is back. Because if you're gonna go for it, you got to go for it now, because we had the chance. Like, we were right there, dude, and then everybody just died. This is the dumbest thing you could have done. They kind of just stand there and take it. Clearly, these must be bots. A fuzzy jelly. Who is this guy? The Fernando Clown guy from Overwatch? Or no, Overwatch Paladins? So we're going to lose somehow still. Right, because the Titan is exposed. So I'm a little bit confused as to how this could be the case. Right, because now their Phoenixes are coming back. Oh my god. Backpedal your way to success over here, I guess. Yeah, that's good, but what is happening with the game? How is this happening? They're totally just gonna wipe our fucking Titan. Can we just go for it, dude? Fucking... What is that? Okay. How'd they kill me that fast when everybody else was struggling? So stay on the base. Stay on the base because that one Phoenix is gone. So we're gonna lose. Fuck. I'll come back and save it. Come on. How hard is it, dude? We were in the fucking. We were in the fucking thing. Like we were in their base, man. You can't be so indecisive at what are all these crazy numbers too that this guy gets like the special red text and everything. So Obi-Wan is carrying us as the game ends as it began. Obi-Wan is our last hope. But there is another. So their Phoenix is at half health here. Stygian Beacon is opening soon. I think I'll wait in the base until the Phoenix comes back maybe since these people aren't doing anything anyway. You gotta just win like one big 5v5 team fight there. Or at least I'll try to push this thing back. But I guess it wouldn't matter now because... Okay. Seems like they're just gonna win and I'll just be on the base duty. Oh, they just killed everybody, so... I won't even be there to see it, but whatever. I did my part. Just make sure our Titan doesn't die. It should be over in the amount of time that it takes to, you know, I'll just fight my way there, even if it's not irrelevant. Okay. Win a game after one of your Phoenixes was destroyed. Well, that's probably going to happen a lot. But it's more so just like win a game, period. That might be the first 5. No, I think we won one of them before. So whatever. Even though I wasn't there to see the ending, you know, that was a good, solid game. At least that was fun. I like that character a lot. That makes me, again, just want to play like a warrior in something. I want to go play an Elden Ring, even though I've never even played Elden Ring before. Or play my two-handed only strength only character in Dark Souls 1. So you look at the scoreboard, 11 least damage taken, probably because I'm a pussy and stay out of whatever. But yeah, I was at least the second best player. 5, 13, 13, 6, 3, 20. That's not bad though. I mean 6, 3, 26. What would you rather have? 15 more assists, 17 more assists, or 5 more kills? That's at least debatable. But no, this guy was clearly the best. I was like maybe the second or third best. That 26 assists is pretty hard to argue with though. 27 and 8, and everyone else for them was bad. Gold would kind of tell you right there. So, oh, I'm actually... No, but I don't think you can go just by gold. But whatever. Usually gold is like your score in a way. So in that, by that metric, I would be like 4th, which is pretty hard to believe, but whatever. That was good, so at least we can continue with her next time, but we would have to continue in the same game mode, which again, I'm not the biggest fan of. So if we look at... The one thing I hate is that it doesn't show you your proper history for any of these. Like, you know, we are desperately in need of a different rotation, so I'm not going to look up or ask anybody when or if that changes, but I almost just wish that it would. What is the thing? Like stats, it won't tell, or I mean, like your history thing. Oh no, it does actually show you that. So why didn't it show that with the other one? This would prove that I haven't lost, thus justifying the thing. Huh, I swear, it didn't show this at the beginning. Lost Joust, 3, 16, 6, 15. Yeah, let's actually recap then. There will be all the rotation ones and then those two. So the first character we did was... Wait... It would only be one oh, maybe it's just for like this season now. That must have been something they did with the update. So I guess even Sobek won't show up. Or it will. I don't know how this works then. Maybe that doesn't count because it was only against bots. So let's see. Okay, maybe Arachne's only doesn't count. So we played one game with Cleodana and we lost. But that doesn't seem right. I thought I won. Wait, I thought we won the first game and then we played again and then lost. Maybe not. And then this dude we won one, lost one. Then this guy we just lost the first one, I remember, and it was very sad because I like the guy. Jing Wei, we had the epic triple kill at the beginning of the game, and then like I just single-handedly, you know, took out the whole team because this was a 3v3, and then we still end up losing. I don't get it. How things like that happen, but whatever. This dude, I think we just lost the first game. And then Sobek, we also lost the first game. So most of these have been pretty bad. Like, which of those was actually decent? We did 1-1 with him, and everybody else was just a net loss, right? Arachne, we won a couple, but again, I assume we were playing only bots. or it's just not showing it. It's showing 1 loss, but that wasn't actually true. Or we must have gone on a win streak against boss, and then the first time we play a player is like that. That was also 0-1. This will be just at least 1-1 at the worst. So, okay, I see you tomorrow.